Well, that leads to our next bite, which we're going to be doing scalloped halibut. Like scalloped potatoes, but with halibut.
Basically, yeah, it's using all the same ingredients. Scalloped potatoes. You've had like potatoes like this. You've had, I mean, I've made scallops like this. But if you coat anything in butter and cream and breadcrumbs, it's
100%.
It's gonna taste good,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah. So I grew up in New England.
Yeah.
And I was always around a lot of seafood. So I felt like I got really confident with cooking seafood.
I feel the same way. Like I grew up here in Seattle, and like when you go to the Midwest and other places in the country, you realize that like they had chicken, they had beef, but they didn't do the seafood thing. And it's kind of nice to grow up on a coastal side where you get that.
Yeah, I felt very lucky that way.
Yeah.
And so what I love about this dish is it's very simple. You can use any sort of white fish that you want to, right?
Okay.
I mean, halibut, haddock, cod, whatever you can find, right?
Totally.
Whatever's fresh. And you're really just kind of coating it in all these things.
And today's theme is obviously secret sauce. What does this kind of mean to you? Like, what is this dish?
I would say my secret sauce, it's very simple, okay?
Yeah.
And going off of that love for seafood, I think the key is using some zest. Lemon juice and lemon zest.
Always.
A little bit of salt and maybe some cream. That's sort of the secret sauce that it seems so simple.
Yes.
But it can highlight pretty much all seafood out there in some way.
Dude, there's been so many times where people come over to my house for dinner and they're like, why is this so good? And it's lemon zest.
And it's the easiest thing.
Yeah, it's literally lemon zest. All right, so what's step one here?
This is breadcrumbs.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
And then this is, buttery crackers.
Buttery crackers. I'm already like, what?
Yeah,
What putting,
I know,
putting
right?
crackers on my halibut? Okay, let's go, yeah.
So we're gonna put these in here, right?
Yeah.
So mix that up. We'll put a little bit of, I mean, whatever herbs you want to.
Yeah.
You and I cook the same way, right?
Totally,
We like to
simple.
just cook, have fun.
Throw it in there, don't even measure it.
Yeah, throw it in there, don't measure it. So I'll throw those in. A little bit
By
of
the way,
salt.
his salt, Osmo.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah.
When did you come out with this?
2 years ago.
2 years ago? This stuff is flying.
We just,
Like, it's so popular.
the simple thing was that we just thought salt was really boring. Is the kind of, it's in every dish, but we thought it could be a little more fun.
Do you know who one of his mentors is, right? Gordon Ramsay. He's cooked with Tom Brady, with Shaq. How do you get cooking with all these guys?
I don't know. It
You
just
just
sort of
reach
started
out?
happening. Yeah. It was, well, so Gore and I did MasterChef in his TV show.
Yes.
I was very nervous, as you can imagine, right? You walk into a room with him and you don't want to mess anything up,
No,
right?
you do not.
And so that was a little bit crazy, but he was the nicest guy ever. He's a kind of a softie, is what I ended up realizing. Yeah,
Okay.
he was. And I learned a lot from him, and I think he gave me an extra little spark in the kitchen. And then going off of that, I think just one thing led to the next, and we'd meet these different celebrities who everyone loves food, so you just ask them to cook, and it worked out.
They're
you
in.
know? Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, that already smells incredible. So
Yes, so now it's gonna smell even better. We're gonna put some butter in there to kind of make
inside the breadcrumb mix.
So what this reminds me of is making a crust for a cheesecake, you know?
Totally.
When you want it to be nice and crumbly.
Like the graham crackers, the butter, which is like one of the best smells on earth. Oh my God.
It's the best. I see, I don't know, have you make cheesecakes? Okay. All right, so we'll put a little bit of the butter in there. And once that's crumbly enough that you can sort of coat it over the top of the fish without it falling off, that's when I'm gonna take this dish here.
Yeah, a little baker.
Yep, and then we'll toss the fish.
And can you make this ahead of time? Like, could you throw the fish in there, the breadcrumb mixture on top, and like put that in the fridge for a while, or does it have to be baked right away?
Yeah, well, the reality is these aren't going to be too crispy once you finish baking it, so I think it's okay to probably let it sit in the fridge. Yeah,
good.
And I'll just pile these on top of here. Best food, I feel like it doesn't look that pretty a lot of the time. You know what I mean?
Delicious, baby.
Yeah,
Ugly
exactly,
delicious.
exactly.
I
so
love it.
I'm not. You can see I'm not trying to make this look perfect at all. I'm just piling
really
this on
good,
top. Yeah, it looks delicious. I'm just gonna kind of pat
like
it around
literally,
here.
you can smell it as the butter hits those kind of buttery
Can you
crackers.
take a little smell for us?
Yeah,
Make
give
sure
it.
it smells good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Okay.
I mean, we're not paying him. We're not paying him.
All right. Perfect.
You're about to throw cream on this, which, like, for me, very rare.
I would love you to help me out.
You want me to do it?
Do a little drizzle of cream for me.
First time
if you
on
don't
camera
mind.
I've ever been caught putting dairy on fish. Here we go. Here we go. Just right over the top.
tiny little drizzle, yeah.
A little drizzle.
That's good.
Okay. All right.
And it's as simple as that. I didn't mention while I was doing it, but I did do it already. Some lemon zest.
Yes.
So we're gonna toss that in the oven.
Yeah. This is what
I mean,
it will
this
look
is
like.
a
By the way,
really-
guys, look at this.
That's what it's gonna look like. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that is.
Yeah.
Can you just whip that? Just give that a whip. Just.
Oh, smells great.
It's insane. It's insane.
It's very simple, and it's. I mean, maybe besides the fish, it's probably something you have all the ingredients for in your pantry at home.
Oh,
right?
100% it's humble. So I'm sorry, how long do you bake it for?
It's however long it takes, you know?
He's the secret sauce guy. It's my father-in-law all over again.
Everybody has such a different oven. So I really think when you're cooking, you should be present. Just watch it and you'll learn when it's done.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
like 375,
Yeah.
400 probably for about 10,
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until it kind of flakes.
Yep.
That looks amazing. And then we're gonna whip up just a really simple salad, kind of inspired by your grandma. Is that right?
Yes. So while you mind?
Yeah, I'll be
I don't
your
want to
sous.
come into your kitchen and ask you to be my sous chef, but if you don't mind helping, that'd
Anytime,
be great.
Nick. Anytime.
So yes, as I mentioned, my grandma was someone who I took a lot of inspiration from, and those right there, those toasted pine nuts, that lit a spark in my eyes. It
does have
gave me
such
a
a
little
unique-
twinkle.
yeah.
And I saw her toast those pine nuts, and I thought it was I thought it was a crazy, crazy thing, right? That she transformed the flavor in these sort of simple things that I'd had before. Suddenly they were so nutty, and so I couldn't stop eating
They're
them,
so
right?
sweet. Yeah.
And so that's the secret.
This is the secret to this.
Yep.
So we've got butter lettuce, we've got fennel. We're gonna put pine nuts over the top.
Yep.
How much? Tell me when.
I mean, I like to
Again,
put a
there's no
lot.
rules.
I
Okay,
like-
there's no rules. I'm going with the whole thing. You guys have learned. You've learned.
That's good.
All right. And then a little bit of apple, just kind of
Yes.
shaved.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Guys, whenever you're chopping apple, always make sure it's sitting flat. Like, don't try and chop it as it's rolly, just so it's dangerous. Not dangerous.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. In we go. In we go.
Perfect.
And then simple dressing, right?
Super simple vinaigrette. Yep,
Yeah.
that was another thing that she did really well. She was always making really nice vinaigrette. You can see those chunks that
Little
are falling
shallots.
out, or a little shallot there. That's just going to
love
give
that.
right a little texture, and it's sweet. It's delicious.
That's beautiful. So if we were gonna plate one up, show me what you do here.
Let's both play one up.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. All right. I'll serve you first.
All right. So you just
go
kind of
ahead.
grab one. Oh my God, dude, it's falling
It's
apart.
flaky. Yeah, it's very
incredible.
delicate,
Really
right?
delicate. I got you.
Thank
I
you,
got you.
thank you.
And then a little bit of the
Okay.
salad.
Yeah, just take some.
I
salad,
love just a
toss it right on
clean
the side.
butter lettuce salad like this. Like it's just crunchy,
Crispy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great. Like as much color as you can have in food is beautiful, and with the apple and with the shallots, it's just. a nice looking
Dude,
thing.
guys, give it up. This is
great.
insane.
It's good. It's good.
I love it. I'm gonna put a fork in this. Yeah, yeah. She's like, oh my God. And how about to fan number one?
Yeah,
there?
I think
Delivered by the chef himself.
There we go.
I love
there
it.
we go.